Hey my friends, welcome back. Yeah, as you can see in today's video, can do another cloud painting. But this time we just only concentrate on this part here. The main focus center part of this painting here. So I'm mixing here titanium white and some lemon yellow. It's kind of a the clouds that you've seen, they have kind of a very light area in some places, and that's what I'm gonna do. Put in first. I mean, very roughly, according to my reference photo, more or less. Color's not thinned down at all. I didn't use any oil to oil out the painting surface. Then I grab a very flat, soft brush. You can see here. I mean, a very, very flat one. And then I'm mixing phthalo blue, titanium white, cat red, and lamp black, some dioxazine purple, and just start to build up the cloud body here. You can see the edge is very random. It's a very important part here that you really stay very random in the shape, size of the extensions, the cloud here. And then I start to kind of build up the volume from this cloud body here. And people very often approach me like, how can I paint a cloud? And I always say, not always, but very often I say, imagine just an apple, just a round shape, a round sphere, something round that needs to be shaped with color. And this is exactly what I do here. See, I went in with this bluish color, and I grab another brush, very soft one, that has this white color to it. And then I start to kind of blend in some areas. The back part of this cloud body basically has very nice connection between this lighter color and the bluish color that we put in. And so we kind of build up from the back, more or less, the volume of this cloud. See him going back with the very flat brush again, starting to kind of add some more layers to this cloud body itself. And I'm also kind of stippling, blending the color, the bluish color into this still wet, whitish color that we have on here. You see also that I'm changing the color. We have a bit more of a reddish one here. And then I go back and grab the same brush, this soft brush, and start to blend again. But this time I don't blend the whole thing like I did on the outskirts of this cloud body. I just do it partially, Whenever I lift my hands off the painting surface, I'm kind of holding away the white part of the canvas to really see what's going on there, what needs readjustment, what needs refinement, and so on. And this is something that's really highly important to stay constantly there and checking the whole thing. Really very important to really make sure that you step forward very cautiously, very patiently, very controlled kind of, I'm using also the edge of the brush, some areas, not just the whole line of the brush here. See, I'm twisting the brush to just yet those parts where it's the color, just a hint of it is left on the brush to really get in even more kind of layers, kind of bubbles. Then building up like this here. As you can see now here. And it's a tiny part of the painting, but I really truly think this is one of the key parts to really paint such a thunderhead cloud in a really convincing, very realistic way. Like this here, be random, and in some parts you need only to add in some tiny bits of this bluish color here. And you see this really helped to make it look better, to make it look realistic and more random and more just more like a real cloud, kind of. So this is basically a very, very easy process, but it takes quite a while, some patience to really build up those different layers. Really see it as kind of a apple or whatever you need to have in mind to really understand the volume that we have here. And then you just add more volume and more volume and more volume in those layers. And it really helps to understand what I'm doing here. And it also shows you how very easy basically it is to very quickly build up kind of a cloud body that looks convincing. I mean, of course, it's very zoomed in this case here, but pretty much very easily done. Didn't take too long, and very easy process, more or less. Yeah, see, starts to come together, more or less. By the way, this video here is available as a full-time, real-time tutorial on my Patreon. Link is somewhere down below here, where I will show you how I painted the whole painting, including the water part and the mountains, in a version of over 5 hours of pure painting. Make sure to check it out. And then you see me also using a bit of a bigger brush for the larger scale blending kind of effect here that I also need to put in some areas. And it's basically kind of a back and forth process. Always, you see, I'm lifting off my hands, I'm holding off the white of the canvas, and then really try to imagine what's missing, what parts I have to put in, and what shape do we have to put in. Also using here another brush for the softer areas in the front part of this bulging part of the cloud here. And you need a lot of patience to really kind of build up cloud body like this, but I think it's really worth it to really draw the viewer in, to really make him want to step close to the painting. With all those very tiny, fine little details. Also dry brushing quite a bit, as you can see here. Not using that much of a color. Again, shifting the color a bit more towards reddish. Connecting with the rest of the painting. That's the finished painting. So that's about it for today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and see you next time. Bye.